Are you preparing for interviews in big product-based tech companies? Namaste friends and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Vibhor and in this video I am gonna share my Media.NET technical interview experience with you for the site reliability engineer role. Media.NET is a contextual advertising company and was part of DirectTag group of companies. I know site reliability engineering is a comparatively new term and not a lot of people know about it. Site reliability engineering is a discipline which incorporates the aspects of software engineering and applies them to infrastructure and operations based problems. So its main goal is to create and maintain highly scalable and highly reliable software systems. This opportunity was on campus, which was provided by my university when I just stepped into my final year of 4 years of BTech degree. So there were five technical rounds, out of which all of them were technical except the last round, which was partially technical and a cultural fit round. So in this video, I'll walk you through all the rounds that I experienced and what all the questions I was asked. So let's start with round one, that was the multiple choice questions round. So in this round, we were given 45 questions to be completed in 45 minutes. These were all multiple choice questions and from a variety of computer science domains like computer networks, operating system, data structures and algorithms, then database management systems, and few questions were related to Linux commands as well. And there was no negative marking for the wrong answers. So the second round was the coding round, which went around 2 hours. In this round, we were given few programming questions which can be coded in C, C++, Java or Python. And in this round, the questions were mainly related to socket programming, in which we were expected to write server-side code and test them using Telnet and Terminal as the client querying to the server. So based on the client-server architecture, we were expected to write uh, programs like write the server-side code to read the specified file as asked by the client and send its content in the buffer one by one to the client side. Now, if some content is added to the specified file, the new content should also be automatically sent to the client side. Also, there were few questions related to substring matching, like send only those lines in the file that contains the substring that is specified by the clients. So apart from that, this count was of the broader scope in which we can do optimizations at the server side, right? What if multiple clients sends requests to the server at a time and it needs to respond back to all these clients. So the third round was the technical round, that was one-on-one interaction with the interviewer. The interview start with the quick introduction of mine and the interviewer. Then he looked at my resume and we discussed about my projects mentioned in the resume. Then he asked about details of my Google Summer of Code project, like in which we had a great discussion in details. Then he asked follow-up questions. Then he quickly moved towards computer science fundamentals and data structures. So firstly he asked about my favorite subjects, then I replied operating systems. Then he asked basic questions related to operating systems like what is parallelism and concurrency, multi-programming, then deadlock and its avoidance, and many more. Then then the discussion goes on and we move towards computer networks, where he asks about basic OSI layers and what is the role of each one of them, then why three-way handshaking is required instead of two-way handshaking and all. Then he also asked about few Linux commands and few basic questions on the Linux kernel level that were hard, but actually then he told me that they were the bonus questions actually. Then he also asked about load balancer. So the round 4 was also a technical interview in which I had one-on-one interaction with the interviewer, and this round went around 1.5 hours. So it was quite a long round, and in which the interviewer asked questions in great detail. As always, this interview was also started with quick introductions of both of us. Then the interviewer was very curious about my GSOC project, to the extent that he saw my project live and also saw my GitHub profile and what all the contributions, open source contributions I made during my GSOC period. So I would say that GSOC profile plays a very important role in which you can showcase all your important projects that you want to highlight in your resume, and you should actually upload them on GitHub as well so that everyone can have a look at that. Also, it is also advisable to deploy your projects, one or two projects maybe, so that interviewer can see your projects live, because they don't have time to look at your code or to read your GitHub repository. The best way to see the demo of your projects is to basically deploy them. Then he started asking very detailed questions on OS, DBMS, data structure, CN, and Linux commands. But the main focus of this round was system design actually. So instead of given the full-fledged, very famous questions like design a parking lot or design a social media like Facebook, I was given different system design scenarios in which I needed to find out the problems associated with them and what can be the possible solutions to design a scalable and highly reliable software systems. So, so one of the example can be like I have a client and a server. What if I need to scale up this system so that this server can serve millions of requests per second? How can we scale up this server? Should we use horizontal scaling or vertical scaling, and what are the differences between the two, or when we should use them actually? So in these cases I use concept like database sharding, then backup servers and all. Then how load balancer can also be used in this case, how it works, what hash function is used in load balancing. Then what if the entire architecture has a single point of failure, how we can avoid such failures also to make our systems highly reliable, scalable, and up all the time, right? Then the focus of the interview shifted towards computer security as well. The interviewer asks about various attacks like man in the middle attack and different situations and how we can overcome them. Finally, I was given a question like, if we know that the server responds in 1 millisecond generally, but right now it's taking a lot of delay, like more than 3 seconds to response. So what can be the possible problems associated with it, why the server behaving like that, and how can we overcome such situations? So this round mainly judged my thinking abilities and how like I think about systems to make them highly reliable and scalable. So the last and the final round was round 5. That was partially a technical round and a culture fit round, and this round was with director of SRE in the company. So this round started with the quick introduction of both of us, and then the interviewer asked about what is the difference between SRE and an SD role, why I would be the good fit for the company and for this particular role. So that's what it. And finally, I got the semester-long internship and job offer in the company for the site reliability engineering role. As you must have noticed, system design plays a very important role in such interviews, and you must be very well prepared for such topics. So in my next video, I will share with you my interview tips, how you can excel in your technical interviews to maximize your chances of selections, and what resources are actually followed while preparing. So stay tuned for my next video, and I hope you like this video. If you like it, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for future updates. It will be very helpful for you while preparing for technical interviews. Also, if you have any doubts or suggestions, please don't forget to comment below. I will totally help you out in this. So until next time, bye and thanks for watching.